Season 2, Episode 22, The Air Conditioning. Comments on Papaya's headbutt. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, miss their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. Banani gets his arm trapped in the window while trying to collect rainwater. Papaia faints after headbutting the door in an attempt to break it down. Ravioli saves Banani, discovering that the hotel locks are all the same. We're in Banani's room. Banani: did you see that headbutt from Papaia? Ravioli: more than see it, we heard it. The bang, I mean. It was heard all over the stairs. Papaia: should I be worried? Shouldn't we go to the ER? Igor: maybe it's better not to. Given how things are going, getting there might be more dangerous than just staying here and waiting. Ravioli: here on the online doctor site, it says a head injury can cause nausea, dizziness, and vomiting. Do you feel any of those symptoms, Papaia? Papaia: no. Apart from the bump on my head, I have no other symptoms. Banani: go ahead, keep reading, Ravioli. Ravioli: here it says amnesia, temporary memory loss, and delirium. Igor: yes. All those symptoms are there. It's Papaya's standard mode. We should be worried if those weren't there, and if he started saying sensible things. Papaia: anyone got a painkiller? Banani: wait, I have a little box in my kit. Come to think of it, I need one too for my sore arm. Ravioli: on the guest questionnaire, they should add an option. Are you here for business or pleasure? And also, to fight a battle. Igor: oh, give me a break, Ravioli. The only battle you fight every day is for the conquest of the last remaining space in your stomach to fit that final slice of pizza. Papaia: this time I agree with you, Igor. Igor: I think we should call an ambulance. Papaia's showing signs of imbalance. Ravioli: maybe tomorrow we can go calmly and get him an X-ray. Igor: wasting time and money. X-rays don't go through lead? Ravioli: I know, but what's that got to do with it? Igor: the lead. That's what's filling Papaia's head. Papaia: stop it now, Igor. My head hurts. Ravioli: look here. Papaia left a big dent in the door. Banani: let's hope the clerk doesn't notice or he'll make us pay for it. Ravioli: we could say it was already there. Igor: something we can't say about the dent on Papaia's head. Papaia: let him try. If he does, I'll sue the hotel for poorly placing that piece of carpet. Igor: the safety experts should have flagged this hazard. You know, in case one of the guests decided to break the door with their head. Papaia: as your leader, I sacrifice myself for the team. Igor: a sacrifice as unnecessary as it was spectacular. Then Banani: Igor, don't be hard on Papaia. After all, he just wanted to help. Igor: hard? Never as hard as his head. And I doubt he did it to help. I think it was an experiment to see if his head was harder than the wood. Ravioli: more than having a test, we had headbutts. Papaia: aha. Now you're getting in on it too, Ravioli. Banani: leave him alone. Poor Papaia. Igor: poor Papaia, poor door. Look what he did to it. Comments on Banani trapped. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, miss their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. Banani gets his arm trapped in the window while trying to collect rainwater. Papaia faints after headbutting the door in an attempt to break it down. Ravioli saves Banani, discovering that the hotel locks are all the same. Ravioli: and you, Banani? Why didn't you go downstairs to get water from the bathroom in the lobby instead of collecting rainwater? Banani: oops, I didn't think of that. Igor: that's too simple for Banani. Also, when he makes a toast, he grows the wheat. Banani: okay, I made a mistake. But who could have imagined that the window would turn into a deadly trap? Igor: Banani, in this hotel, everything could be a deadly trap. Even the curtains. Comments on the hotel. 3 scientists, Papaya, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, missed their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. Banani gets his arm trapped in the window while trying to collect rainwater. Papaya faints after headbutting the door in an attempt to break it down. Ravioli saves Banani, discovering that the hotel locks are all the same. Banani. And the locks, they're all the same. Without Ravioli, we would have never figured that out. Igor. At the Sunflower Hotel, security is a priority, but only for the mosquitoes. Ravioli. Well, at least if you lose the keys, just get the first guest you meet to open your room for you. Banani. And the hotel clerk even wanted us to pay if we lost them. Papaya. Look, this system of identical locks is one of the most advanced security methods. It actually relies on mutual trust. An innovative idea. Banani. But couldn't some bad person get the idea to steal? Igor. No, Banani. You've got no clue how things work here at the Sunflower Hotel. Here, guests are part of a big family where stealing is not a crime, but a shared experience. Ravioli. Yeah, especially when they trade your new laptop for a used toothbrush. Papaya. No, what are you talking about? The identical locks are here to help us socialize. A great incentive to make friends with your neighbors or anyone passing by in the hall. Banani. Hall, I've only seen doors and stairs here. Igor. Doors with locks that are all the same. I don't know if you've ever had the experience of losing your keys and stealing straight from your own room. Ravioli. I imagine the safes all have the code 1234. Banani. Safes in this hotel. Maybe I was thinking Papaya was the one who hit his head. Igor. Come on, you guys don't get it? The rooms in this hotel are based on the concept of open space and shared luggage. Final greetings. 3 scientists, Papaya, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, missed their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. Banani gets his arm trapped in the window while trying to collect rainwater. Papaya faints after headbutting the door in an attempt to break it down. Ravioli saves Banani, discovering that the hotel locks are all the same. Ravioli. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to bed. It's been a tough day. Igor. Yes, though, like Papaya's head. Banani. I'm going back to my room too. Good night. See you tomorrow. Igor. Watch out you don't get stuck in the bed. Papaya. Bye, everyone. I'm heading to bed too. It's getting late and we've got a lot to do tomorrow. Igor. Like blowing up the hotel or getting stuck in the elevator. Ravioli. Igor, you're so stressed that you can't stop making jokes. If you don't stop, it's you that might actually explode. Igor. Ravioli. After eating all those free sample chocolates, the only thing about to explode here is your stomach. So, let me head back to my room because I don't want to be here when it happens. Igor and Ravioli on the stairs. 3 scientists, Papaya, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, missed their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. We're on the stairs. The colleagues say goodbye to Banani, and each heads back to their room. Ravioli. After all these stairs I've climbed tonight, I might as well cancel my gym membership. Igor. Maybe a couple of chocolate bars would help you recover your energy. Ravioli. Great idea, Igor. I've got a couple down in my room in my suitcase. Igor, actually, that was a sarcastic joke. The manuscript's perfectly transmitted. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, miss their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. We're in Banani's room, where Banani has returned to bed. Thirsty and exhausted from the intense humid heat, he can't manage to get any sleep. Thinking over and over again about the study Ravioli gave him, he picks it up and starts reading again. Banani scans the lines of the study, reflecting to himself. Okay, so the author is asking whether the Gospels we read today are identical to those written by their original authors. A legitimate question. After all, centuries have passed, and the scribes copied everything by hand. Anyone could have added or changed something over time. But here it says that scholars have compared thousands of manuscripts, and aside from a few paraphrases, synonyms, or small transcription errors, the text has remained unchanged. Interesting. Wait, the oldest manuscripts date back to the 2nd century? So, very shortly after the original events. And then there's the Codex Sinaiticus, the oldest Bible we have, dating back to 350 AD. But even before this codex, we have enough fragments from the 2nd and 3rd centuries to reconstruct nearly the entire New Testament. Basically, despite the time passed, what we read today is the same as what was written back then. Well, this is solid proof. Igor, commenting from the future. Banani was so desperate to sleep that, in the worst moment of his insomnia, he might have tried to imitate the scribes and copy the New Testament onto the toilet paper of the sunflower. Too bad this plan would never have worked. In fact, there's no toilet paper in the room. Anyway, this is not a surprise. On the contrary, in a place like this where it's impossible to eat or drink, it's obvious that the toilet bowl is just there as decoration. A new attempt to turn on the air conditioner. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, miss their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night. But it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. We're in Banani's room. The heat has become unbearable. Banani keeps staring at the off air conditioner attached to the wall. Banani, if only I could figure out how to turn on that air conditioner. He thinks for a while, then has an idea. Banani, since both the on button and the remote are missing, it's probably a voice-activated air conditioner. He thinks about it more. Banani, in this hotel, it can't be. He keeps thinking. Banani, yet for Occam's razor, excluding the remote and the on button, this is the only explanation. Igor later commented, if Occam's razor were for shaving, then Banani would have been about to cut himself. The neighbor. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, miss their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. We're in Banani's room. Banani's trying to figure out how to turn on the air conditioner that doesn't work. Banani clears his throat. Banani, air conditioner, turn on. Nothing happens. Banani, no, it's not working. Maybe it's set to another language. Or maybe I need to try speaking louder. He takes a breath. Banani, shouting, AR conditioner, turn on. Suddenly, there are knocks on the wall. It's the neighbor protesting. Neighbor, hey, you, stop it. I want to sleep. If you don't stop, I'll come over there. Banani, damn it. He must know the story of the keys. Banani continues thinking hard. Banani, there must be a way. He thinks some more. Banani, got it. Maybe it doesn't activate by voice, but with a clap. He starts clapping from all angles near the air conditioner. Neighbor, this is the last warning. Stop it now. Banani stops, worried. Banani, okay, this isn't the right way, but how will it turn on? Banani has another idea. Banani, I can ask the neighbor. Banani presses his face to the wall and starts speaking loudly. Banani, excuse me, do you know how to turn on the air conditioner? Neighbor, no, but I sure know how to slap your face. Want me to teach you? Banani, ah no. Thanks, sorry so much, Mr. Neighbor. Igor, upon hearing about this detail, pointed out, at that point, if it could, even the air conditioner would have slapped Banani, showing him how the GPS for common sense mode works, which was exactly what he was missing. Banani builds a remote. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, missed their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. We're in Banani's room. Banani is trying to figure out how to turn on the air conditioner that doesn't work. But Banani doesn't give up. His eyes fall on the inactive smoke detector screwed to the ceiling. Banani, if I had some electronic components and a battery, I could try building a remote and testing different frequencies until I find the one that turns on the air conditioner. He grabs a chair, takes the screwdriver from his kit, and dismantles the sensor piece by piece. Banani, here we go. This inductor goes here, this resistor goes there. I should have a battery in my kit. Here it is. Okay, we're ready to test the first frequency. As soon as he closes the circuit, instead of turning on the air conditioner, the fire alarm goes off, making all the guests jump in fright. From the other room, the neighbor is heard screaming in panic, "Fire! Fire! Save yourselves!" Panicked, Banani quickly flips the switch a second time, shutting off the alarm as well. Banani, that was not supposed to happen. Igor later added, when Banani tackles a problem, he doesn't stop until he has made it even more complicated and turned it into an unsolvable puzzle. Breaking into Ravioli's room. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, miss their flight and end up on the other side of the world. Arriving at the wrong airport, they book a hotel for the night, but it's not exactly what they expected, meaning it's awful. Banani's trying to figure out how to turn on the air conditioner that doesn't work. We're in Ravioli's room. Meanwhile, Ravioli has finally fallen asleep. Time passes and silence fills the room. But suddenly, his well-deserved rest is interrupted by a loud noise. It's Banani bursting into the room, completely frozen and covered in black soot. Ravioli, oh, Banani, are you trying to give me a heart attack? Banani is speaking absurdly loudly. Banani, I finally figured out how to turn on the air conditioner. Look, I'll show you, Ravioli. No, stop. Banani turns on the air conditioner, which erupts in a cloud of black soot. Ravioli, turn that thing off, I'm freezing. Banani, well, I forgot one tiny detail. Once it's on, there's no way to turn it off. Ravioli, oh, just great, Banani. I had just managed to fall asleep. And now, thanks to your brilliant idea, I'll spend the night coughing and freezing. We're in Igor's room. Igor sits in his room, deep in thought, completely unaware of what's happening. Igor, based on my experience, things are way too quiet. Which means they're probably about to blow up the hotel.